I'm having a hard time trying to understand how F1 was continuing to operate years after years after years before the cost cap era. So top teams are spending around 400, 500, 300 million dollars to try and compete and go racing. F1 teams have three sources of revenue, really only two. They have the F1 prize at the end of the season, depending on their constructor standings, and they also have their sponsorships, which is why they have so much sponsorships plastered all over the driver's suits and the car itself. And the third one is if you're a team that makes its own engines, then you also get money by selling different parts and engines to other teams. That's how you also make income. If Red Bull, Ferrari, Mercedes were spending around $400 million and still losing money, how did the other smaller teams still operate year after year after year? If those teams were spending that much, and mind you, the smaller teams weren't finishing top of the constructors, so they weren't getting that much pot of the money. Now the pot is around plus $1 billion. I don't know if it was that amount back then, but even still, if you were to get like 100, 200 million, you're still at a loss. Maybe some teams were breaking even and making like 50 million. And now some teams are propped up because they have their manufacturers, the companies that support them probably just were giving them money, but still car companies that support them, like, Mercedes, Ferrari itself. So I just think it's a little crazy. I think it's a little crazy this sport was still operating year after year when it was literally losing money.